Hi, welcome to our electromagnetic theory course. In this video, we will discuss about input impedance of transmission line or else derivation of input impedance of the transmission line. In the previous video, we derived transmission line equations as like this, that is V of x equal to what? V naught plus e to the power minus gamma x minus V naught minus e to the power gamma x, and I of x equal to what? I of x can be written like this, that is 1 by z naught into V naught plus e to the power minus gamma x minus V naught minus e to the power gamma x. Of course, we have relation, that is z naught equal to what? Since z naught is taken as V naught plus by I naught plus, or else it is equal to what? V naught minus by minus V naught minus by I naught minus. Okay. Basically, we can write I of x as what? I naught plus e to the power minus gamma x plus I naught minus e to the power gamma x. That I naught plus can be replaced with what? V naught plus by z naught, like this, and I naught minus can be replaced with what? Minus V naught minus by z naught. Okay. Clear? Now, we need to determine input impedance. Input impedance means what? At x equal to, let us consider a transmission line of length x of length L. So, at this location x value is 0. At this location, so it is at x equal to 0, this end, and this is the load end. At this x equal to L, we will connect a load. Okay. At this location, what about voltage? V equal to VL, voltage becomes VL. And at this location, that means V of x equal to L equal to VL, and V of x, I of x equal to L is nothing but what? At the load end, we will get load voltage IL. And at the input end, what about V? That means V of x equal to 0 gives what? VIN, and I of x equal to 0 gives what? IIN. What we required? Input impedance of the transmission line. Impedance is defined as what? Ratio of voltage to the current. As it is input impedance, we know that input impedance is nothing but what? ZIN equal to VIN by IIN. What is VIN? From the diagram, we can take VIN is nothing but the voltage at x equal to 0 location on the line. So that's why it is what? V of x equal to 0, and IIN is nothing but what? I of x equal to 0. V of x equal to 0 means voltage at the input end, and I of x equal to 0 means what? Current at the input end. And we require this input impedance, that equal to what? ZIN equal to VIN by IIN, where VIN is nothing but what? V of x equal to 0, I of x equal to 0. Let us take this as equation 1, this is equation 1 and equation 2. Okay. From 1 and 2, we will get ZIN. From 1 and 2, we will get ZIN. From 1 and 2. What are the equations 1 and 2? So, this is equation 1 and equation 2. We require ZIN. From 1 and 2, ZIN is nothing but what? VIN is V of x equal to 0. Let us substitute x equal to 0 in the V of x. So, that is V naught plus e to the power 0. So, that is V naught plus, of course, sorry, here it is plus. Sorry for the mistake. For the V of x it is plus, whereas I of x here we will get minus. So that is V naught plus, and here it is V naught minus. If you have any doubt in this case, please refer the previous video. Okay. So video title is characteristic impedance of the transmission line, or else go for what? Transmission line equations. So the solution of transmission line equation is V of x is like this, that is V naught plus e to the power minus x plus V naught minus e to the power gamma x. One is forward voltage and another one is reverse voltage. For this one, we got, if you put x equal to 0, this is V naught minus. And next, what about IIN? IIN means that equal to what? I of x equal to 0. We need to put x equal to 0 in this one. That means it becomes what? That is 1 by z naught into V naught plus x is 0, that means e to the power gamma 0, that is 0, minus V naught minus. Means what? In order to get this ZIN, we require what? This implies Zin equal to what? 1 by Z naught, it is in the denominator, that becomes Z naught into V naught plus V naught minus by V naught plus minus V naught minus. Okay, so that means in order to get this Zin, we require what? Expressions for V naught plus and V naught minus, or else V naught plus V naught minus, V naught plus V naught minus. We need to find what? We need to find what? V naught plus V naught minus, V naught plus minus V naught minus. For that, let us substitute x equal to L in equations 1 and 2. Okay, from at x equal to L, V of x equal to what? Voltage at load end is equal to what? That is VL. At x equal to L, V of x equal to VL. That VL equal to what? Substitute in 1. That is VL equal to, we can write VL, that is load voltage. Means what? Load voltage is nothing but at x equal to L, we will get the load voltage. We need to substitute x equal to L in the expression of V of x. That is what? At x equal to L, V of x equal to L. V of x equal to L is VL. Therefore, VL equal to what? V naught plus e to the power minus gamma L plus V naught minus e to the power gamma L. Simply we need to replace x with L, then we will get the load voltage. Okay, but VL equal to what? This can be written like this. I can write this one IL into ZL. VL can be written as what? We can write VL as IL into ZL. So that's why this can be written like this. IL into ZL is V naught plus e to the power minus gamma L plus V naught minus e to the power gamma L. Now similarly, at x equal to L, I of x equal to L gives what? IL. At the x equal to L, I becomes what? IL. Therefore, at x equal to L, I of x equal to L is nothing but what? IL. We can write IL expression. In order to get the IL expression, we need to, IL means what? I at x equal to L, current at x equal to L. We need to substitute x equal to L in this one, then you will get IL. IL is nothing but what? From this we can write IL equal to what? 1 by Z naught into V naught plus e to the power minus gamma L. X is L minus V naught minus e to the power gamma L in this one. So that is equation 2. From one end, this is from 1, and this is from 2. So this equation can be written like this: IL into Z naught, Send this Z naught to this side. We will get what? That is V naught plus e to the power minus gamma L minus V naught minus e to the power gamma L. So let us take this IL into ZL. As equation 4 and IL into Z naught as equation 5. IL into ZL as equation 4, IL into Z naught as equation 5. Why? In order to get this Zin, we require what? This V naught plus V naught minus and V naught plus V naught minus V naught minus. So if I add these two, that is equation 4 and equation 5, I will get on left hand side what I have, IL into ZL plus Z naught, whereas this one, so this term is cancelled out, remaining is what? I will get V naught plus from, if I add equation 4 and equation 5. If I subtract equation 5 from the 4, I will get expression for this V naught minus. Okay, if I add both, that V naught plus and V naught minus, I will get this numerator, and if I subtract that V naught plus and V naught minus, I will get this denominator. Then substitute this one and this one in this equation 3, we will get what? Expression for our input impedance of the transmission line. I will rub that part. Okay, please concentrate on this equation 3 and equation 4, equation 5. Okay, is it clear? Please note down this part. and I will remove that part. Okay, so we need to focus on this equation 4, equation 5. Find V naught plus V naught minus in order to get that Zin and this part also. So for that purpose, we need to go for what? Addition and subtraction of that equation 4 and equation 5. Now let us add that two equations, that is equation 4 and equation 5. Four plus 5 means what? Not 4 plus 5 means it is not equal to 5. Equation 4, equation 5. What is equation 4? Equation 4 is this one. On left hand side, IL into ZL. IL into ZL for the equation 4. And for equation 5, IL into Z0 means we can take IL as common, that can be written ZL plus Z0. Okay, if I add equation 4 and equation 5 on left hand side, I will get IL into ZL plus Z0. Now move on to this right hand side. So if these two are added, okay, on right hand side, V0 plus e to the power minus gamma L, V0 plus e to the power minus gamma L gives what? That is 2 into V0 plus e to the power minus gamma L. Whereas this is plus V0 minus e to the power gamma L, it is minus V0 minus e to the power gamma L. This part cancelled out. Finally we got this one. Now we can write V0 plus expression for V0 plus, it implies V0 plus is nothing but what? 1 by 2 IL into ZL plus Z0, and if you send this term to this side, that becomes what? E to the power minus gamma L becomes what? E to the power gamma L. Okay, so this is about V0 plus. 4 minus 5 gives, that is, if I subtract equation 5 from the equation 4, means this one. On left hand side, what we have? Equation 4, for the equation 4, IL into ZL, and for the equation 5, we have what? That is Z0. ZL means load impedance, Z0 means characteristic impedance. Okay, subtraction means these two are equal, means this minus this one cancelled out, and this one minus this one. Okay, this one minus this one. Already we have minus. Already here we have minus. Minus of minus becomes plus. So that's why finally we got, that is 2 into V0 minus e to the power gamma, 2 into V0 minus e to the power gamma L. From this we can write what? V0 minus equal to what? V0 minus, so that is 1 by 2 IL into ZL minus Z0. If it is coming this side, that is 1 by e to the power gamma L can be written as what? E to the power minus gamma L. Now we have V0 plus and V0 minus. Let us go for what? These terms. So substitute in that one, that is V0 plus, substitute V0 plus and V0 minus in equation 3 in order to get Zin. To get this Zin, we require V0 plus and V0 minus. Already we have V0 plus and V0 minus. So let us substitute that V0 plus and V0 minus in this equation 3. Substitute V0 plus and V0 minus in equation 3. What is equation 3? Here we have equation 3. For the space problem, I will rub this part. Okay, just focus on that equation 3. What is equation 3? Equation 3 is given by, that is what? Zin. This is the equation 3. Zin equal to Z0 into V0 plus. What is V0 plus? We have, that is 1 by 2 IL into ZL plus Z0, e to the power gamma L. Okay, that is V0 plus. And what about V0 minus? 1 by 2 plus V0 minus 1 by 2 IL into ZL minus Z0 e to the power minus gamma L. Similarly, here these are added. Here V naught plus and V naught minus are subtracted. So here plus it is minus. That means it is 1 by 2 IL ZL minus Z naught e to the power minus gamma L. This is the expression for what? V naught minus. And V naught plus is nothing but what? 1 by 2 IL into ZL plus Z naught into e to the power gamma L. E to the power gamma L. So here we have minus. Now let us simplify this one. We can take 1 by 2 IL as common. 1 by 2 IL as common, that is cancelled out. 1 by 2 IL, here 1 by 2 IL, here also 1 by 2 IL, 1 by 2 IL, 1 by 2 IL. In the numerator and denominator we can take 1 by 2 IL as common. Remaining terms are what? ZL into e to the power gamma L. ZL into e to the power gamma L means I can take again ZL as common here. ZL e to the power gamma L, e to the power gamma L, and here ZL into e to the power minus gamma L means that is plus ZL. So that's why we can write e to the power gamma L. Next go for what? Z naught is taken as common, that is Z naught plus Z naught. If you take Z naught as common, that is what? Z naught into e to the power gamma L. Z naught into e to the power gamma L. Here I have minus Z naught e to the power minus gamma L means like this. So Z naught into e to the power gamma L minus Z naught into e to the power gamma L. Similarly, if you go for the denominator, here ZL is taken as common. So ZL into e to the power gamma L. Here minus, here we have minus ZL into e to the power minus gamma L means e to the power minus gamma L minus. Why? Because here we have minus sign, minus ZL into e to the power gamma L. Next go for what? Z naught. So here we have what? 1 by 2 IL, that is cancelled out in the numerator and denominator. So that is Z naught into e to the power gamma L. Z naught into e to the power gamma L. Minus into minus plus. So that's why this can be written e to the power minus gamma L. Okay. In the numerator and denominator we have the common terms of ZL. ZL into e to the power gamma L here. ZL into e to the power minus gamma L. That's why ZL is taken as common. Of course Z naught is also consisting of e to the power gamma L and e to the power minus gamma L. So that's why in the numerator and denominator, if I take ZL and Z naught are common, we will get like this. And see this note, e to the power theta plus e to the power minus theta by 2 is nothing but cos h theta. Okay. Let us cancel only this IL in the numerator and denominator. We can go for that by 2. Okay, here we have by 2 and we can write here by 2 and here also this 1 by 2. So that is by 2. 1 by 2. So it is in the form of what? That cos h form, hyperbolic form. Instead of theta, here we have what? E to the power theta. Theta is nothing but gamma L plus e to the power minus theta means e to the power minus gamma L by 2. Means we can write this one like this, that is Z naught as e to the power theta plus e to the power minus theta by 2 is cos h theta means e to the power gamma L plus e to the power minus gamma L by 2 should be equal to what? Cos h gamma L. Similarly, Z naught, it is in the form of what? E to the power theta minus e to the power minus theta by 2, that is where theta is gamma L. So that is equal to what? Sin h theta means it is sin h gamma L. Sin h gamma L by ZL. It is in the form of what? E to the power theta. E to the power theta. Not 2 only na, e to the power theta minus e to the power minus theta by 2, which is equivalent to sin h theta, where sin h theta is nothing but sin h gamma L plus this one is nothing but Z naught cos h gamma L. Now if you take cos h gamma L, so this is the important expression. You can easily remember this one. First it is started with Z naught and then ZL. So ZL term and then Z naught term, and if you interchange this, that is ZL cos h gamma L. If you replace ZL with Z naught, that is Z naught cos h gamma L, and this one is what? If you replace Z naught with ZL sin h gamma L. We can easily remember this expression. Okay, or else I will write this one Z naught cos h gamma L first here. Z naught, this Z naught cos h gamma L here, and here ZL sin h gamma L. So started with Z naught, next ZL cos h gamma L, first cos term, next sin term. After ZL we need to go for Z naught, and second term is sin h gamma L. If it is ZL cos h gamma L, in the denominator it is ZL is replaced with what? Cos is same, first term is cos. ZL is replaced with Z naught cos h gamma L. After Z naught we need to go for what? ZL, as it is second term sin h gamma L. We can easily remember this one. Otherwise, let us simplify this one like this also. ORR, we can write this ZIN like this also, that is Z naught. Let us take cos h gamma L as common in the numerator and denominator. If you take cos h gamma L as common in the numerator, ORR or else ZIN, let us take ZIN cos h gamma L as common in the numerator and denominator. If you take cos h gamma L as common in the numerator and denominator, that is cancelled out. Here cos h gamma L is taken as common, so remaining term is ZL, and here Z naught. If you take cos h gamma L as common, this becomes what? Sin h gamma L by cos h gamma L. Sin h gamma L by cos h gamma L means that is tan h gamma L. And here in the denominator also same term, that is cos h gamma L is taken as common, means Z naught is, remaining term is Z naught, and here ZL into sin h gamma L by sin h gamma L by cos h gamma L. Why? This cos h gamma L is taken as common. So that's why remaining is what? As it is sin by cos, it gives what? Tan h gamma L. This is the expression for our characteristic impedance. It is very easy to remember. Started with Z naught, then ZL, plus after ZL Z naught, tan term, second term is tan term. So I can easily say without watching this equation, ZIN equal to what? Z naught into ZL plus Z naught tan h gamma L by Z naught plus ZL tan h gamma L. Alternative terms, first Z naught, then ZL. After ZL, Z naught into tan term. Okay, as it is ZL, we need to replace with Z naught. As it is Z naught, replace ZL. Okay, we can easily remember this expression. Okay, please practice. Okay, we can easily remember this equation. This is the expression for input impedance of the transmission line, where gamma is what? Gamma equal to, in the above expression, gamma equal to what? Propagation constant. It is consisting of real and imaginary, so that equal to what? Alpha plus j beta. Already we discussed about this gamma propagation constant in the electromagnetic wave equation. Okay, for lossless medium, for lossless transmission line, or for lossless medium, for lossless transmission line, alpha equal to 0. As alpha equal to 0 for lossless transmission line, gamma equal to what? J beta. Then this tan h gamma L becomes what? Now tan h gamma L becomes, tan h gamma L is nothing but tan h of j beta L. Of course, this is equal to what? J into tan beta L. After simplification, you will get like this. Or else, please make a note of this one. Tan h of, please make a note of this one. Tan h of j theta is equal to j into tan theta. J into tan theta. So after, okay, tan h gamma L is this one. So that is replaced with what? Tan h of j beta L, which is equivalent to j into tan beta L. That's why for lossless transmission line, therefore for lossless transmission line, input impedance ZIN, is equal to Z naught ZL plus tan h j beta L equal to j into tan beta L, means we can write this as j into Z naught tan beta L by what I said, ZL is replaced with Z naught, as it is j only, Z naught is replaced with ZL, second term is tan term, that is tan beta L. So tan h gamma L is tan h j beta L for the lossless transmission line, that is equivalent to what? J into tan beta L. So this is about what? Expression for the input impedance of the transmission line. Okay. So this derivation is lengthy, but it is simple. We need to remember one thing, that is Zin equal to what? It is Vin by Iin. We require the expression for voltage, that is V of x equal to what? V naught plus e to the power minus gamma x plus V naught minus e to the power gamma x for the voltage. And current I of x equal to what? I naught plus e to the power minus gamma x, or else in terms of the characteristic impedance 1 by Z naught into V naught plus e to the power minus gamma x minus e to the power minus gamma x minus V naught minus e to the power gamma x. And Vin, Iin means what? At x equal to 0. We need to take Vin. In order to get Vin, V of x equal to what? Vin is equal to V of x at x equal to 0. And Iin is what? I of x at x equal to 0. And next go for load voltages and load currents, and go for some mathematical simplifications. And after simplifications you will get what? Expression for Zin in terms of V naught plus and V naught minus. Go for the calculations of that V naught plus and V naught minus by adding equation 4 and equation 5. Equation 4 and equation 5 are nothing but what? Equation 4 is IL into ZL, and equation 5 is what? IL into Z naught. By adding that equation 4 and 5, we will get expression for V naught plus. By subtracting equation 5 and equation 5 from equation 4, we will get expression for V naught minus. Substitute that V naught plus and V naught minus in the expression of Zin. The expression of Zin is nothing but what? That is, we had taken that one as equation 3, that is Zin equal to what? Z naught into V naught plus V naught minus by V naught plus minus V naught minus. If you substitute that V naught plus and V naught minus in this one and simplify, we will get like this, that is 1 by 2 IL ZL plus Z naught. And after simplification we will get this form, and convert this one into hyperbolic form. We know that e to the power theta plus e to the power minus theta by 2 is cos h of theta, and e to the power theta minus e to the power minus theta by 2 is sin h of theta. Let us substitute that one. That means theta is replaced with what? Gamma L. In that case, cos h theta becomes what? Cos h gamma L. And sin h theta is nothing but what? Means this one becomes what? This is sin h gamma L. This is cos h gamma L. And we have Zin like this, that is Z naught into ZL cos h gamma L plus Z naught sin h gamma L by Z naught cos h gamma L plus ZL sin h gamma L. And after simplification we will get Zin equal to what? Z naught into ZL plus Z naught tan h gamma L by Z naught plus ZL tan h gamma L. This is for lossy line. In case of the lossless line, we will get expression as Zin equal to Z naught into ZL plus J Z naught tan beta L by Z naught plus J ZL tan beta L. This is all about the input impedance of transmission line. We will meet in next class. In next class we will discuss about short circuit and open circuit transmission lines. Thank you.